last time.
All right. Hi, Sam. Thanks for meeting with us again. We're really happy you're here. We've been thinking a lot about you since our last visit, and we've decided that we'd like to do a screening with you, a suicidal ideation screening, to get more of an idea of where you're at with your health, and so we can get you the best treatment possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth and ask you some questions to figure out what you need and how we can help you, okay?
Okay.
All right, Sam, to start, have you thought about being dead or what it would be like to be dead?
No, I can't say that I have.
Okay, have you ever wished you could go to sleep and never wake up?
No, I haven't ever thought like that before.
All right. All right, and have you had any thoughts about killing yourself?
I mean, no.
Okay. Have you ever thought about doing something to yourself to make it so you wouldn't be alive anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I've thought of things that would kill me, yeah.
Okay, and have you thought about what that would look like or how you would do that? How you would make yourself not alive anymore, and what did you think about?
Yeah, I mean, I usually would, I mean, the couple of times that I have thought about it, I think about, going into the bathroom and getting into like some prescriptions, some sort of medicine, and overdosing on that, and just taking too much of it and seeing what would happen.
Okay. So when you've had those thoughts, was there something in you that thought you might actually do that?
No, I guess it was kind of like, I just kind of like a daydream in a way. And it's like, yeah, I guess that could happen, but I never thought to myself like, yeah, I should do that,
Okay. And have you made a plan for how you would do that? Or, yeah, was any part of you thinking that you, like thinking through the steps of what you would do?
Yeah, I guess I've imagined myself like, going into the bathroom and just, taking as many pills as I could, and just seeing if, thinking about, throwing them up, or actually seeing if something else happened. Yeah.
All right. And Sam, how frequently do you have these thoughts?
I've probably thought about it intensively like 3 or 4 times. It hasn't been too many, but I've yeah, a couple of times.
All right, Sam, and have you ever hurt yourself on purpose? I know you said you haven't actually gone through with trying to kill yourself or this plan of taking those pills, but have you ever hurt yourself, and why did you do that?
Yeah, I have hurt myself before. Yeah, I've cut myself before.
All right, Sam, with that self-harm, where would you cut yourself?
Usually just above my knees, yeah, just on my legs.
Okay, and when you do that, Sam, is there no bleeding? Is there a lot of bleeding? And have you ever required stitches?
No, I've never had to go to the hospital for it. It does bleed a little bit, yeah, but it's nothing that I would think is severe, nothing serious.
All right. All right, Sam, and have you ever done anything to get ready to kill yourself? Have you ever like given things away or gotten things that you would need in order to follow through with that plan?
No, like I've stood in front of the medicine cabinet before and like looked at the different bottles and stuff. I haven't actually ever taken any of them out. Just, you know, kind of noticed them and stood and stared for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, there's been once or twice where I've started to write a note, but I don't know, just kind of stopped halfway through for some reason.
All right. And what do you think stopped you before you followed through with that?
I'm not sure. I guess I just kind of got overwhelmed with the thought of it in some ways. I guess sometimes I feel like I was maybe a little scared of it, and I don't know, yeah, just overwhelmed.
Okay. And then last question, Sam. How many times did you start to write a note? Was that a one-time experience, or did you do that a few times?
I'd say that happened twice. Yeah.
Twice. All right, Sam. Well, thank you for going through those questions with us. I know that that can be kind of hard to revisit those experiences. Whitney and I are going to see what we can do for you to get you the best treatment and help possible, so that you're feeling good, and so that we can just get you the help you're looking for.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
Great. Then let's go ahead and start our debriefing. Let's chat about it.
Fantastic.
Great. So let's just go through this. I guess what sort of nonverbal cues was it that we were noticing with our client? What did that look like?
Well, I think we noticed that he was very calm, but even though his tone seemed to be fairly neutral, and his body language didn't depict anything like that was necessarily like giving off the vibe that he was in an emergency situation, his suicidal ideation was fairly high. He had a plan that he had at least thought out, even if he hadn't taken steps to get anything ready for it.
Yes, absolutely. And I think the client was feeling dissociated from the events and the topic, and you could see that through his lack of eye communication, but also in the neutrality that he had in his voice. That can also be a big sign of disassociation.
Sure. So, what kind of things would we want to do for him moving forward? What sort of plans would we have?
Yeah, I think it would be important to make a plan for his safety. Like he indicated that when he's alone, that can be triggering for these thoughts to come up. So maybe we can see if he would feel comfortable sharing these things, like how he's feeling, his thoughts, his potential plan with his foster family. And if he doesn't feel comfortable with that, then maybe we can see who he would feel vulnerable enough with that he could call if he has someone that he trusts, that he would feel like he could share those things with and really open up to.
Yeah, no, I think that making a plan would definitely be a good idea there. Forming some sort of contract with him, even tossing ideas around about, you know, what we can do to keep him safe. Kaylin, I know you mentioned previously about something about like an app that he could use for that. You want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so because his suicidal ideation is high on the scale, and even though the behaviors were relatively low, he has started some preparatory behaviors. So in this case, I would recommend the My3 app. And this app is really awesome because it's right there on your phone, which most people these days have all the time, but it actually walks you through a safety plan. So you can list things that are great de-stressors for you, some self-care, so that when you get triggered, you have a list right there of de-stressors. Like for me, it would be like taking my dog on a walk, going on a bike ride, shopping, and making a list of that. And then if that falls through, then there's a second level of what you would do from there, and then so on. But the title, My3, specifically references that you have 3 people that are safe people that you trust, that if you feel strong suicidal ideation or even a little bit and you just need someone to talk to, they're right there on your phone. You click it and it calls them immediately to get that help and support.
Great. Yeah, I think those sound like great ideas. Definitely bring them up with him next time you meet with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.